David is taking the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem. And there is specific description how the Ark, the Kohathites are to carry the Ark of the Covenant, right? And they have a specific instruction how to carry the Ark of the Covenant. Using the staves. Specific by God. God's exacting law. That is God's exacting law. Not any debate. There is no confusion. There is no discussion. It is God's exacting law. God does not want to hear about your independent mind. That is, God Almighty has decided the Ark of the glory must be carried like that. That is God's exacting law. And so as they bring in the Ark, they decide to use ox, because nosotros moderna, we are now modern people. So they decided to use the ox and tie for the ox to pull. That is not what the Lord said. And then the ark, look at this now, the ark kind of tumble as if it's going to fall. And Uzzah is doing what you would do. Uzzah, make sure you differentiate between Uzzah and Uzziah. Uzzah is doing what everybody here would do, because you love God and you honor Jehovah. If you see the ox pulling, the bulls are pulling the Ark of the Covenant, and the Ark is going like this, even you would say, no, let it not fall, right? Uzzah is doing what in the eyes of this world is the right thing to do. He is trying to save it. And then the Lord struck him. Senor Matael. The Lord struck him and killed him. So the picture is this. This is the pictura. The Ark of the Covenant and the dead body of Uzzah. Because Uzzah touched the mercy seat. Let me tell you, let me share with you people. I know we are live. Let me use this to share. The Ark of the Covenant in the throne room of God in heaven. Let me share with you this. The Lord brought us and we sat on one side of the Ark of the Covenant, one side of the mercy seat. We sat on one side, and on this side, Daniel sat alone. The prophet Daniel sat on this side alone. Let me share with you some deep things. And then, the glory of God, God himself came through the golden walk, and then he sat on the mercy seat. The golden mercy seat, when his glory comes, it becomes now clear like glass. Even changes the color. And then lightning struck the Ark of the Covenant 3 times. That's just how dreadful it is. It's a pia, 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 like this, and almost smoke. You see, like smoke. 3 times. Now I'm sharing with you the events in the throne room of God. This is very deep now, muy profundo. So, I'm just using that to emphasize to you the dreadfulness of the Ark of God, where the glory of God sits. Now, Uzzah touches the mercy seat. And the Lord, killed him. That is serious. And he's saying that in this generation, first of all, why did the Lord do that? The Lord wanted them to understand the gravity of the holiness of God. The seriousness of the holiness of God. The dreadfulness of the holiness of God. Can you imagine that is what this generation has trivialized? Yeah, that is what this generation has trivialized, the holiness of God.